Hello students, today we will learn the new chapter, that is linear equations in two variables. This is chapter number 4, standard 9. Okay, so in standard 8 you have studied this kind of chapter, but that is only in the one variable. Linear equations in one variable that you have already studied in standard 8. Now, how to solve that type of equation, that you know now very well. Let us take an example. 2x plus 5 is equals to 0. So this is a linear equation in which only one variable is there. And what is that? That is x. So you know now that what is the constant, what is the variable, what is the term, that the term that we have already studied in the chapter 2, polynomials, right? So there are two terms. 2x is the first term, 5 is the second term, and there is an equal sign, and the value of this equation is given. That is why it is called as an equation, because it is defined that this left hand side is equal to some value, and that value is 0. So we define the value whatever we have given to the left hand side, that is equal to the some value which is given at the right hand side. That is why it is called as an equation. Now in this chapter we have to study the two variables. Here there is only one variable. Okay, so whenever we find the solution of this, what we get? The value of x is equals to minus 5 on 2. Why? When we take this 5 to the right hand side, it will added with the 0. So 0 minus 5, because plus 5 becomes minus. So 2x is equals to minus 5. When we take this 2 to the right hand side, it will goes in the denominator with the 5. That is why the solution we get here, the value of x, that is equals to minus 5 on 2. And what is the meaning of solution? Meaning of solution is that whenever we put the value of x, this is at this place, then the total value becomes 0. That is called the solution for this equation. So is there any other solution that we can find out other than minus 5 on 2? No. There is only one value that we get here. Now let us study for the two variables. Consider a situation that in a cricket match, two batsmen run the score, and the total of the score done by the both the batsmen is equals to 176. Now we don't know which batsman run how many runs. So let us suppose one batsman run the x runs and another batsman score the y runs. We don't know the particular score. We don't know the total. We know the total. So we can write down this in this like this: x plus y is equals to 176, because we know the total. Total of both the batsmen score, that is 176. So this situation now we represent in this form. And how many variables are there? One is the x variable, second one is the y variable. So this is now become an equation in which two variables are there. So these are the two different variables. There is some kind of value that we have defined. That left hand side has some value, and what is that? 176. So this is now an equation. And why it is called the linear? Because the variable has only one power. See, x raised to power 1. Actually, we do not do here 1. We do not define it, because whenever there is nothing, it is considered as that is one power is there. So y variable is also like it has only one power. So in this way, now it is clear that how we can represent it. Like linear equations means both the variable must have one power. Equations, that means that must be defined some value. Two variables means two different kinds of variables we have to take. So this is the meaning of the chapter, the linear equations in two variables, right? So one of the practical situation that we have taken here of the two batsmen. Now you can think about this kind of many linear equations in two variables. Let us see some of the example. 1.2 s plus 3t is equals to 5. So here see, the variables are different. One of the variable is s, second one is t. Yes, we can take any variable from the alphabets, but it must be in the small form. We do not have to take capital letters, right? We have to take small letters. Third example is p plus 4q is equals to 7. See, here also the variables are p and q, different variables. One more example, pi u plus 5v is equals to 9. Here the variables are u and v. One more example, root 2x minus 7y is equals to minus 8. Again here the variables are x and y like we have taken in the first example. Okay, so can we write down the standard form of this kind of equation? Yes. So how we can represent this linear equation in two variable in standard form? So standard form of this linear equation in two variable is ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. Here x and y are the variables. What is a, b and c? A, B and C are the real numbers. They are constant. What is A, B and C? A, B and C are the constant. And for what? For which set we have to take the value of A, B and C? A, B and C are the real numbers. And you know now that very well what are the real numbers. Real number means it contains the rational numbers and irrational numbers both. So here see, in this example, what is the value of a? If we compare this with this, what is a? A is the coefficient of x. And what is b? B is the coefficient of y. So when we compare this equation with this, the value of a we get is equals to pi. And what is pi? Pi is irrational number. In the same way here also, if we compare this equation with this, here also we get the a is equals to root 2. And root 2 is what? Root 2 is again a irrational number. Right? So what is a, b and c? Now it is clear. A, b and c are the real numbers. One condition is there. What is that? A and b are not both 0. And what is that? A in this equation, a and b both at the same time should not be equal to 0. What will happen if both a and b at the same time becomes 0? See, as the a becomes 0, this term becomes 0. If b is also 0, these two terms total becomes 0. Only constant will remain. So there is not any kind of variables there. So we cannot say that it as a linear equation. So there must be at least one variable in the equation. That is why this condition is given. A and b are not both 0. Understand? Okay. Okay. So let us study some of the exercise sum based on what we have studied earlier. So what is the question? First question of exercise 4.1. The question is, the cost of a notebook is twice the cost of a pen. Write a linear equation in two variables to represent this statement. One thing we have given in the bracket is that take the cost of a notebook to be rupees x and that of a pen to be rupees y. So here what we have to take as an cost of pen and note, that we have given. So we have to take the cost of a notebook as a rupees x and cost of a pen as a rupees y. So here we have the two variables, that is x and y. Now one thing that relates both the cost of notebook and the cost of a pen in the question given is that the cost of notebook is twice the cost of a pen. Now what is the meaning of twice? Twice means double. Whatever the cost of a pen, it is, if we double the cost of the pen, we get the cost of the notebook. Let us understand by taking some examples. This is the supposed cost of the pen and this is the cost of notebook. If the cost of the pen is 5 rupees, then according to the situation given in the question, the cost of notebook is twice the cost of a pen. Twice means double. So the double of 5 is 10. So the notebook cost we can write down as a 10. That is the twice of cost of pen. So 2 into 5. We can write down 10 as a 2 into 5. If the cost of a pen is 8, then the cost of a notebook becomes 16, because why? Twice the cost of pen. So 2 into 8. Now by comparing this, cost of a pen is y. Then what will become the cost of x? Now you can see that we can write down the cost of notebook, that is x is equals to 2 into y. 2 into y means twice the cost of pen. So the cost of a notebook is equal to the twice the cost of a pen. So here this is the relation between the cost of notebook and pen. So it is become an equation because there is an equal sign. Two variable is there, yes, x and y. Both the variables have the one power. Power is equals to 1, yes. Both have power is equals to 1. So by taking this 2y to the left hand side, it will become now minus. Therefore x minus 2y is equals to 0. This will become a linear equation in two variable. So now in this way, according to the situation given in the question, we can write down this equation. Okay? Okay. Let us study the question number 2. What is the question? Question is, express the following linear equations in the form, standard form, that is ax plus by plus c is equals to 0, and indicate the values of a, b and c in each case. So here what we have to do? We have given some of the linear equations. First of all, we have to convert it into the form of standard form. Then after that, we have to find out the value of a, b and c by comparing it with the standard form. So the first question given is 2x plus 3y is equals to 9.35 bar. Right? So standard form is this, ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. According to this, right hand side of the equation, there must not be any value, there must be 0. So we have to take this 9.35 bar to the left hand side. So by taking this to the left hand side, it will become minus. So we get the 2x as it is, 3y as it is, this term will become minus, is equals to 0. So now by comparing both these equations, we will get a, that is the coefficient of x, is equals to 2, b, the coefficient of y is equals to 3, and c, that is the constant term, and c is now minus 9.35 bar. Okay, let us see the question, one more question, that is 5 is equals to 2x. Now in 5 is equals to 2x, first of all there must be 0 to the right hand side, take the 2x to the left hand side. So 2x will become minus. Now notice here that y is not there, second variable is not there. Second variable is not there, that means the value of the coefficient of this b is must be 0. So we can write down it as a plus 0 into y. Plus 0y means that total value is 0, but we are just representing it in the form of x and y. That is why we can take it as a 0 into y. And plus 5 remains as it is, total equal to 0. Now by comparing it with the standard form, we will get a is equals to minus 2, b is equals to 0, and c is equals to plus 5. Okay? So in this way, now you can solve this type of questions. So this is all about this lecture. Thank you.